with Ryan Bonner, head coach of the Ashland Tomcats, who improved to 5-0 now. And Ryan, you're going to get to play tonight in the semifinals of the Pikeville Invitational. And starting off, what a game yesterday against Winnetka Baptist. It really came together, didn't it?
Yeah, I thought from the tip, we jumped out on them early, and we kept our foot on the gas. And what pleased me so much is I thought that basically 1 through 14, from the top of our bench down to the bottom, everybody contributed and did what they were supposed to do. The coach, in those types of games, when you get deep in your bench, there's a tendency to be a kind of a flat line or a let off. And I didn't see that yesterday. I thought our bench performed really well. And everybody, like I said, 1 through 14 contributed. Offensive efficiency was phenomenal. And our defensive intensity was phenomenal. I think we finished with 30 deflections and 14 steals. So our activity level on both ends of the floor was really good.
Mm-hmm. And that had to be pleasing, especially considering it had been 11 days since we had a game.
Yeah, and you're always concerned in those types of situations when the winter weather hits and you end up with a lapse in your schedule. You have this anxiety and this fear as a coach in the back of your mind, thinking, we got to play. But I think for us, just hitting the pause button and kind of, going back to the drawing board and figuring out some things that we need to work on the week leading up to yesterday, I think that was really important for us. And I thought that showed, especially in our offensive execution. They played a lot of 2-3 zone. And I thought our execution offensively against zone yesterday was really, really good. And I credit that to the fact that we were able to actually just kind of slow down and spend some time on it last week.
And talking about our opponent today, Huntington and Expression Prep, we played them twice last year, and talk about them on the offensive side this year and what they bring to the table.
I think they're kind of led by their guard, Mitchell Cox. I was looking at some of their stuff last night. He had 22 points in the second half against Lord, I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank now. I can't remember who it was they played last night. But he had 22 points in the second half and finished the game with 25. So that tells you he's capable of blowing hot just at any point during the game. They shoot it well as a team. Caden West, a young man who hit a game-winning 3 against Martin County a couple weeks ago, and I think hit 4 threes in that game. So they've got some offensive firepower. They've got some athleticism at multiple spots. So we're going to have to do a good job of containing the 3 and then keeping them off the glass because of their athleticism.
Mm-hmm. And on the defensive side, how do you feel like that they, or what should we expect to see from them?
I think we'll see a little bit of everything. We're a tough matchup for teams, so I think going into it, we have to kind of expect, we might see a little bit of man, we might see a little bit of zone. I think teams are going to start throwing multiple looks at us within a game just to kind of stifle us on the offensive end and slow us down. Which for us is going to make tempo more important. We got to get it down and run. Our philosophy this year with this bunch is that we want to always play against the defense that's not set. So that's going to be a huge point of emphasis for this game today.
And what do you hope to see from the team? Just given they played so well yesterday, it's hard. Of course, you'd love to see it, but to come out and play that well again. Of course, you never know.
Yeah, and the challenge for these guys always is, to avoid that flat start that you hate as a coach and it's frustrating to see as a fan, is you have to let your defense ignite your offense. And our guys did that yesterday. We sold out on getting steals and deflections, and that's just a part of our DNA this year. So I don't really think that changes from game to game. I think today we're going to have to really make sure that on the defensive end, that's what's igniting us and propelling us early on. And I think as long as we're doing that, I think we're going to be in good shape. I know this will be a good challenge for us. Great environment, great gym. Both coming down here to the mountains because it's a different brand of basketball, different brand of officiating, and that stuff's important. We want to expose our guys to every facet of the game. But just letting our defense ignite us and generate energy for us early is going to be really important.
And now, of course, the guys have been here. They've been off their feet, so it sounds like they're staying healthy.
Yeah, had a great shoot around this morning over at U-Pike. Shout out to Coach Ty Compton for allowing us to use their facility. We had a great hour shoot around, got some skill work in, got a lot of sweat going, and I actually got to go over to Appalachian Wireless and check out that place, check out their locker room. That was really cool. I took them to lunch, and so just as important as coming down here and playing basketball, it's just as important we continue to connect and come together as a team. And that's one of the more meaningful parts about these pre-Christmas events is you want to continue to gel and find your chemistry as you head into January, which is kind of like that second leg of your season. We're almost out of December, so I think one of the most important parts is going into January that we're continuing to develop our chemistry.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thank you for your time so much, and be sure to stay tuned. We'll be back, and also remember the winning team tonight will play at 7 o'clock tomorrow, and hopefully that's us. If not, it'll be at 5 o'clock, but we'll be right back here on 97.9 The River.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco ensures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back here, Ashland Tomcats basketball, as we have about 9 minutes to go until the start of this one, as the Tomcats get ready to come in and compete against Expression Prep, as they're shooting around, warming up, and just looking at yesterday's game. Not a lot could go wrong. And the Tomcats are going to be challenged today quite a bit by Expression Prep. And to talk a little bit about them, they're coached by Jonathan Frazier, who's in his second season. They're 5-7 right now. And according to Max Preps, they have one of course, maybe the toughest schedule in the tri-state, he noted. And they're in two stretches right now where they have 5 games in 8 days. So, like Ashland, they stay pretty busy on the scheduling. They defeated Logan last night and are looking to win this one, try to advance to the finals. Their leading scorer is Mitch Cox, a 6'1" sophomore who averages 19 points a game for them. And they also have number 3, Caden West, a 6'3" junior who hit five threes in a row last night. So he was feeling it as well. But these guys have a lot of talent. They're a team that's fast up and down the court, and they have some height as well. I mentioned Mike Tate, the 6'8" freshman for them. He's built like a football player out there, very strong and athletic. And then you have number 55. They will be missing him, but Noam Leibovich and the 6'5" sophomore will be out today. But he's a valued part of their team and will not be playing, but they will still have Alex Starcher out there. He is a 6'5" senior that they have who averages 16 points per game. So they have some guys out there that are capable of getting it done and making it happen, and that's what Ashland's going to have to guard against, because this is the first time, and Ashland's played some really good teams. You look at Boyd, you look at Boyd Memorial, just last night Juanita Baptist, but this is the first team. This is a team that, when you look at them, this is one that might be able to match Ashland athletically. But not to say that couldn't be the case. But we will see today. It should be like I said. I mean, it should be a challenge for the Tomcats, and if they win, they'll play
Pikeville and Pendleton County. And the ties are neat here just because Pikeville was part of the tournament at Ashland in the 21-22 season. Ended up getting to the second round of the state tournament that year under Coach Elisha Justice. And then Pendleton County, I mentioned them with Buddy Biggs yesterday. I talked about the ties there. Buddy Biggs, who coached at Pendleton County and actually won a regional title there prior to when he came to Ashland to coach in 2006 and spent a decade with the Tomcats. And now we're getting ready to get this one underway. We have about 6 minutes to go until the start of this one. It's a pretty decent turnout here today, especially given like I said, the 2-hour traveling distance. As we are going to take another break and come back shortly. Here we got about 5:30 until the opening tip-off. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank, located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
You just can't stop once you've tried Scraggle Pop. Scraggle Pop kettle corn has become a favorite snack throughout the tri-state area, and they are now expanding beyond. This Christmas season, come visit Scraggle Pop at the Huntington Mall or get it from Food Fair and a number of great tri-state retailers. They have an assortment of delicious flavors like cinnamon, caramel, Chicago blend, and of course the original blend of kettle corn that started it all. Grab your favorite kettle corn blend along with frozen sweet tea, lemonade, or hot apple cider. Take home a beautiful Christmas tin for yourself or as a gift for family and friends. Scraggle Pop also offers mini sports team tins for the sports fan in your life. So check them out today at the Huntington Mall. Scraggle Pop now ships nationwide. Visit their website at scragglepop.com to send your loved ones a tin of their favorite flavor. You just can't stop once you've tried Scraggle Pop. scragglepop.com.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Under about 3 minutes to go until the opening tip-off between Ashland and Expression Prep. We're here at Pikeville High School, P.W. Oliver Memorial Gymnasium. Just looking around, it's a lot of tradition, to say the least. A lot of banners up here for regional championships, the couple state championships here and there. You see of course, I see one for Miss Basketball, Trinity Rowe, in 2024, who won it all. Trinity Rowe, who was a competitor of Ashland's a few times, so good to see her honored, and I know she's done quite well at Western Kentucky. Want to give a couple shout-outs first off. I want to say happy birthday to Lowell Austin, who normally is working with me here, and much appreciation to him. Hopefully he's enjoying a great night on his birthday, and also want to thank Gabe Sellers here today. Gabe Sellers, a big help, and also want to say hello to Tucker Conway. Again, wish him a happy birthday and hope he has a great weekend celebrating his birthday. And also happy birthday to Elijah Neal, who's playing out there tonight for the Tomcats. So much appreciation to him. And just want to shout out my friend Chris Pullum, who's tuning in, and also shout out Brandon McClave, who has been a tremendous help, to say the least, with the Tom. And I encourage you to check out his work, because Brandon has preserved a lot of work from Dickie Martin and has been going out of his way to actively do so. And I can't say enough in words to say thank you to Brandon for all he has done. And also hello to Aaron Cordial, who was a teammate at Ashland and a great Tomcat great on special teams, especially in football. But what a great run he had as a Tomcat, and laid one of the hardest hits on the football field in the history of the program, probably against Portsmouth West in 2005. So he was excellent, and it's good to go. Very thankful for him, as now we're getting ready here, under a half minute to go. But Ashland, it's one of those days you kind of are curious to see how the Tomcats are going to come out, just because they played so well yesterday. They hit 18 threes, had 14 steals, had 30 deflections defensively. Not a lot could go wrong. So I'm curious to see how they're going to respond today, the maturity they show, and, just coming in, just given the environment, being 5-0. Because now the teams are going to introduce the starting lineups coming up, as well as we're going to start with the Tomcats, as we're going to have out there Elijah Neal, who averages 16 points, 5.7 rebounds, 7 assists a game. Justin Hughes, Neal a junior. Justin Hughes, a sophomore, averages 7.2 points, 2.2 rebounds per game. Drew Smith, a senior, 19.8 points per game, 6.7 rebounds. Caleb Clark, the senior, 19.8 points per game, 5.5 rebounds. And then Elijah Owens, a freshman, 10.4 points and 4.4 rebounds per game. Meanwhile, on the other side, for Expression Prep, you have number 0, Mitchell Cox, Mitch Cox, the 6'1 senior, averaging 19 points per game. Number 3, Caden West, the 6'3 junior, averaging 13 points per game. Number 10, Mark Brown, a senior, averaging 10 points per game. Number 21, B.J. McCreath, a junior, averaging 6 points per game, also their assist leader. And then number 25, Alex Starcher, averaging 16 points per game. So you have some guys coming out. They have a lot of length, is the thing. Like number 10, Mark Brown, he stands about 6'3", but he has a great wingspan and knows how to get it done on that front. So definitely a good bunch out there for Expression Prep. So the teams are stepping up now. Ashland is wearing their home jersey. They're wearing the maroon with the white trim, white numerals. Meanwhile, Expression Prep wearing their white jerseys with black trim, but black and yellow trim, I should say, as Clark tips off against Starcher, and Hughes will get it for Ashland. The Tomcats will set up, going left to right, as Expression Prep is out in a man-to-man. That's Neal being guarded by McCreath. He's going to drive in, gets cut off, throws it out to Hughes. His three's good. Justin Hughes, his third three-pointer of the year. Tomcats 3-0, 7:38 to go here in the first. That's Mark Brown running the point. Ashland coming out in a man-to-man. He's doubled. He gives it up to McCreath. McCreath guarded by Neal. Goes up to the logo. They switch Owens on him. Back to Brown. They switch Owens on to Brown and back up top to Cox. He's looking for the three, not there. Brings it out and gives it to McCreath at the top of the logo. He goes to the far corner. It's taken inside by West. Blocked by Hughes. Owens the other way. He goes to Neal. Thought about the three. Instead, will bring it back up top. Screen from Hughes. Neal around. Drives inside. Gives it to Hughes. He drives. Gives it to Owens on the near corner. Back up to Neal. He fakes the pass out to Smith. And he hits the three from 25 feet out. Drew Smith, his first three, picking up right where he left off. He had 9 of them yesterday. 6-0 Ashland, 6:45 to go here in the first. That's That's going to be thrown inside. They go to West. He misses a shot, and it's taken away by Cox. Taken back away by Ashland. As Neal down the court to Clark. He lays it in. It's 8-0 Ashland. 6:28 to go here in the first quarter. The Tomcats are coming out on fire. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
This holiday season, Patriot Rentals and Supply in Patriot, Ohio wishes you peace, joy, and a very Merry Christmas. From equipment rentals to everyday supplies, they're here to help you wrap up the year right. Merry Christmas from Patriot Rentals and Supply.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
It's 8-0 Tomcats. 6:28 to go in the first quarter. As a three ball from Drew Smith, a three ball from Justin Hughes, and a pass down court to Caleb Clark, getting it done. And a shout out to my good friend Ryan Parker, who's tuned in. Hello to him. As now the Expression Prep is going to have it back. Tomcats come out in their 1-2-2 zone press. That's going to be Brown inbounds it. He gets it in the far corner to McCreath. McCreath lobs it down court to Cox. Over to Starcher. He drives inside, goes up and scores. Neal, 8-2 Ashland, as now Neal over to Smith. He drives it inside, back out to Clark on the near wing. And he'll bring it back up top. They try to double, not there. Over to Smith, who's open. His three, good. Drew Smith with two of them. It's 11-2 Ashland. 6:04 to go in the first. Ashland at 1-2-2. 3 3-pointers for the Tomcats so far. Brown, near wing. Goes over to the far side to West. They go inside to Starcher. Turn around jumper, up and in. And that's where Starcher could cause some problems. He has height as Clark down the other side. Ashland trying for a quick score. Expression Prep gets back. As Clark has it at the logo. Gives it over to Neal. He'll dribble over to the far side. And give it back over to Smith. He drives in. Smith goes up. Misses a shot. Rebound by Cox. Down court to Brown. He goes against Neal, gives it to the near wing to West, and it's down to McCreath inside. He misses the shot. It goes out of bounds, and that's going to go back to the Tomcats. 11-4 Ashland, 5:18 to go here in the first quarter. Smith inbounding to Neal, and he's going to be met by McCreath as they go in a full court sagging man-to-man. Neal going off the screen from Clark. Drives it inside. Neal passes it out. Owens open in the corner. Misses three. Rebound by McCreath. I'm talking about Starcher. They go down to Brown. He drives inside. Jumper up and miss. Rebound by Owens. And he's going to push it. Owens the other way. Brings it back. Gives it to Hughes near at the top of the key. He's going to drive. Hughes nearly lost that. Misses a shot. Owens tips it into the hands of Starcher. We got a track meet down court to West. He goes up and he's blocked by Owens but fouled. That foul may have been on Smith. Smith might have got, no, that's going to be on Owens. So I thought Smith got down there and may have got him with the body, but Owens blocked the shot. So he did foul. So West will go to the free throw line for two shots coming up. First foul either way so far in this game. West, his first one is off, but he's going to have one more. Expression Prep now will have Joel Frazier, the 6'3" 8th grader, coming in. Frazier rated as the number 1 8th grader in West Virginia. As now West's second shot is good. 11-5 Ashland, 4:38 to go here in the first. Full court man coming from Expression Prep. Owens takes it, drives it inside, feeds it underneath to Clark. First in is good. What a pass from Elijah Owens. Clark's second bucket, 13-5 Ashland. 4:20 to go here in the first. That's Cox. He drives it against Hughes. Fixes it out to the corner. One of the three not there. Taken in for the jumper is Frazier, and he hits it. Joel Frazier on the board, 13-7 Ashland. Neal the other way, kicks it out. Clark's three is off. Hughes there to get the rebound, and he's going to put it up and in. Justin Hughes with 5. It's 15-7 Ashland, 3:56 to go in the first. Cox with the ball. Ashland in a full court man-to-man. Ashland by 8 right now. That's going to be McCreath running the point guard positions. Starcher sets the screen. McCreath throws it to West in the corner, and it's deflected out of bounds by Owens. Ashland up by 8, 3:44 to go here in the first. Expression Prep will have the basketball as McCreath will inbound it in the near corner. And he's looking, throws it up top to Cox, who's guarded by Smith. Ashland in man-to-man. Cox with it. He drives inside against Smith, kicks it to the corner to McCreath. He drives on Neal, cut off, gives it back, top of the key to McCreath, over to Starcher. The three is good. Starcher with 7 of his team's 10 points. It's 15-10 Ashland with 3:23 to go in the first. Hughes to Neal. And Expression Prep doing a good job getting back against Ashland. Something they've been able to do is score quick. Smith will drive in, turnaround jumper, good. He has 8, 17-10 Ashland, 3:07 to go in the first. As now Frazier has it against Smith up top, man-to-man from Ashland over to Cox. He's guarded by Smith. And screen coming from Starcher. They switch. Cox against Hughes. He'll bring it out. Starcher again, a screen, feeds it inside, and it goes through the hands of McCreath. Turnover for Expression Prep. Here's 2:50 to go in the first. Ashland leading by 7. So Neal will have the basketball. Man-to-man from Expression Prep as Neal has it against McCreath. Gives it over to Smith. He drives on Cox, throws it out to Hughes in the corner, over to Neal. He drives, spins, turns, goes up, and misses a shot. Rebound by Starcher. Neal deflects it out, and it'll go back to Expression Prep. Number 10, Mark Brown, coming in for Expression Prep. Out will go Cox. 17-10 Ashland, 2:32 to go here first quarter. As that'll be McCreath running the point guard position. Ashland staying in that man-to-man. That's going to be Neal, who meets him at half court. Double screen coming. McCreath goes around to the near side, brings it back up and gives it to Starcher, top of the key. It's deflected. Hughes runs over, and the body's going everywhere for the ball. McCreath gets it. It's taken away by Owens. He feeds it underneath. Smith loses the handle and brings it out to the near corner. Lobs it across court to Neal. Fakes the three. Drives it inside. Goes up and scores. Great hustle from the Tomcats. Neal's first bucket, 19-10. Ashland, 1:55 to go here in the first. McCreath now will be met by Neal at midcourt. Man from the Tomcats, who are up by 9. McCreath gives it over to Starcher on the far wing. He drives inside, mid-range jumper, misses, but he's fouled. That might have been on Owens. Might have got him just on the elbow as he was coming down. And the jump shot, and that's going to be Owens' second foul. So Starcher will go to the free throw line for 2 coming up. As now Strader will get ready to check in for the Tomcats, who are up 9, 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Starcher's going to miss the first free throw. One more coming up. Starcher has 7 of his team's 10 points right now. It's Strader. And for the Tomcats, it's Strader, Neal, Smith, Hughes, and Clark on the court right now. Free throw for Starcher. He missed the first, makes the second. 2 for 4 from the line now is Expression Preps. Starcher has 8. As now Smith in the corner, guarded by Brown. Up to Clark on the far side. And over to Neal near midcourt. 19-11 Ashland, 1:25 to go in the first. It's Hughes that drives inside. He goes up and in. Palmed it up and went in. Tough shot, and it's 21-11 Ashland. 1:15 to go in the first. As now Starcher against Clark. Screen coming as he drives inside. Starcher goes up, scores. He's been unstoppable so far. He has 10, average of 16 a game. 21-13 Ashland, a minute to go in the first. Smith on the far side. He's going to try for his third three and connect. Drew Smith, he's picked up right where he's left off. 24-13 Ashland. Smith with 3 threes so far. As now that's going to be McCreath against Neal. Screen coming. He goes to the far side, dribbles in, feeds it inside to Mark Brown in the post. He puts it up and in. Brown, all that length in there, hard to defend, and it's 24-15 Ashland. Hughes over to Neal. Neal takes it inside, spins, feeds it. He turns it over, lost control of it, and now McCreath feeds it down to Brown on the run. He'll lay it up and miss a gimme. And they're calling the official from the backside. I don't know about that one. The official from the backside called basket interference on Ashland. So that'll be a bucket for Expression Prep. That will count. So it's 24-17. I don't know about that. I mean, I have to go back and look at it. But either way, it's 24-17. Ashland as they have it with 15 seconds to go here in the first. Neal against McCreath. Gives it over to Hughes on the near wing. He drives inside, post up, spins, turns, misses a shot. Rebound by Starcher. He throws it down court to McCreath, and it's deflected out by Clark. Or no, that's going to go back to, thought Clark might got a hand on, but that's going to go back to Ashland. They're going to have to go the length of the court with 1.2 seconds to go. And Ashland, it's caught by Hughes, back to Strader for midcourt and misses at the buzzer. That's going to do it for the first quarter. The score, 24-17. Ashland leading over Expression Prep. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. It's 24-17 Ashland to start the second quarter. On the court for the Tomcats, it's Neal, Smith, Strader, Hughes, and Clark. Owens on the bench with 2 fouls. For Expression Prep, it's Brown. It's Brown, McCreath, Starcher, West, and Cox. Or I'm sorry, Frazier, not Cox. So that'll be, and that's Mark Brown call. That was a makeup call. Brown got called for an offensive. He did not even touch Ashley. That was the same official that called the basket interference. I thought that was a makeup call. Smith has it, but we'll take it. Drives it inside, gives it to Clark. Out to Hughes. He drives in and goes up and scores. Hughes being very aggressive early. He has 9. It's 26-17 Ashland. 7:28 to go here in the second. Starcher down court against Clark. He picks up his dribble. Clark over to Brown in the near corner. He drives, goes up with a floater, misses. Neal battles for the rebound, but Brown gets it and scores. Mark Brown with 6 for Huntington Expression Prep. As Strader drives inside, gives it out to Neal. Far wing, and he's going to look, dribble around to the top of the key, throw it to Clark, fakes the 3, he drives in, goes up, and they're going to say Clark was on the end line. It's going to be third Tomcat turnover, as now that's going to go back to Expression Prep. Cox checking in. Them as now Starcher will inbound, he gets it to Cox. 7 minutes to go in the second, it's 26-19 Ashland. Cox against Hughes. Ashland staying in a man-to-man. Expression Prep as Hughes goes to Brown in the corner. He drives against Clark. Jumper miss. Rebounded by Strader. He's going to push tempo against Brown. Gives it down to Smith. He's open. His 3's off. Rebound by Neal. Neal fakes it inside and throws it away. That's going to be Frazier against Smith. Loses a handle. They fight for it. Strader has it in the corner. Gives it to Cox in the post. Reverse lay and miss. Same team fighting for the rebound. Neal blocked and same guy again. That looked like a clean. That looked clean. And he called Neal for a block or a foul. And that's going to send Cox to the free throw line. So Cox will go for 2 shots as now He'll hit the first. One more coming up. Cox is now, it's 26-20 Ashland here in the second quarter. This Expression Prep team, they're very good, very athletic, that's for sure. His second shot for Cox, and that one's going to be good. They're 4 for 6 from the line, as now Hughes inbounds it to Neal. As it'll be a three-quarter court man-to-man coming from Expression Prep. 26-21 Ashland as Neal goes around the Clark screen, tries to feed it inside, turns it back over to Neal, lobbed into Clark, tipped up and in. Neal was on the ground on his knees, lobbed it up to Clark, and he caught it and made a tough catch and scored. 28-21 Ashland. Cox against Smith. They switch off. Neal on him. They feed it inside to Starcher against Clark. Turnaround jumper and missed it. Rebound by Hughes. Clark defended that well. Hughes down court. Gives it to Smith. His three is in and out. Rebound by Cox. And deflected by Neal. Taken away. And Neal turned over and turned back over. And they go down court, and a foul called against Strader. That's going to be his first, team second. That's the thing, this Expression Prep team keeping up step for step with Ashland. They have a lot of speed. Starcher's going to go to the line. That's Strader's first foul. He's going to sink the first. Starcher with 11 right now for Expression Prep. One more coming up. 5:34 to go in the second. Ashland up 28-22. One more for Starcher at the line. He hits that. He has 12. 28-23 Ashland. Neal is it up. He'll be met by Cox. Man-to-man from Expression Prep. Neal drives in, so loses a handle, turns it over again. Ashland's turned it over, I believe, 3 times this quarter. Down to Starcher. They go to Brown. He's going to put it up and in. 28-25 Ashland. They scored the first 8, and Expression Prep causing some problems from here. 5:05 to go in the second. Hughes from the near corner drives, gives it to Strader. He takes the floater and sinks it. Jalen Strader, his first bucket. Ashland up 5, 30-25. As now Mitchell Cox will run the point for Expression Prep. Ashland switching to a 2-3 zone. He lobs it over to Starcher. Back cross court to Cox. Back over to Starcher. Back over to Cox. And to the corner, deflected out of bounds by Neal. Now Expression Prep subbing as number 20, as B.J. McCreath, point guard. And then number 50 checking in, Mike Tate, the 6'8 freshman for the first time, is now Lynch checking in. River Lynch for Ashland. And out will go Hughes momentarily. Owens on the bench with 2 fouls right now. McCreath up top against the 2-3 zone. Over to Frazier. Back up to McCreath. Into the big guy. Out to Cox. His three's good. 5 for Cox, and it's a 2-point game. Ashland's led by double digits. Here early, it's 30-28 now. Tomcats leading. Out to Strader. Back out to Neal. He's going to take the 3. Miss it. Rebound by Tate. He gives it over to McCreath. So Expression Prep could tie or take the lead for the first time on this possession, as now it's turned over. 15 turnover. Lynch down to Smith and to Neal in the far corner. He's going to drive, feed it underneath to Clark, who lays it in. 8 points for Caleb Clark. 32-28 Ashland. 3:53 to go here in the second. Hughes getting ready to check back in. Ashland staying in that 2-3. As now Frazier they go to Brown in the middle and back out to McCreath. Out to Brown, thought about the 3. He's open, feeds it over to McCreath and to Frazier in the near corner. Back up top to McCreath. And he'll direct traffic, give it over to Cox. His 3 is off. Rebound by Lynch. Down court to Strader. It's deflected and turned back over. Some sloppy passes from Ashland. McCreath feeds it inside to Brown, and he'll lay it up and in. Brown with 10 now for Expression Prep. 32-30 Ashland. 3:13 to go here in the second. So Neal with it for Ashland. Up to Clark. And Clark drives it, and it's flat. Clark loses a handle and turns it over. Ashland now as McCreath drives, goes in against Brown, lays it up, misses it, and it's deflected out. It's going to go off Ashland. 32-30. Tomcats leading right now as Hughes will check in for Jalen Strader for Ashland, and Starcher will come in for Tate on Expression Prep side. So Cox to inbound from underneath the bucket. He goes to the far corner to McCreath. Up top to Brown. Over to Cox. And his three's blocked by Lynch. But it goes back to Cox. He takes it, feeds it inside to Starcher, and he got the bucket and got fouled. And that's going to go against Justin Hughes, his first, the team's third. So Starcher's going to get one more. Starcher, that's going to give Expression Prep the lead for the first time today. Starcher right now has 14 and make it 15, and they lead 33-32. Go with 2:43 to go in the second quarter. Neal for Ashland, down to Hughes in the far corner. He drives, gets it back out to Neal. Drives, feeds it over to Lynch. Drives, cut off, back out. Neal's open for three. He got it. 35-33 Ashland. 2:24 to go in the second. Cox. Now as Ashland will switch back to a man-to-man. He's going to be met by Smith at half court. Mark Brown coming up to set the screen. Lynch switches on him. Cox drives. Floater up and in. Mitch Cox gets another. He has 7, and it's all here in the second quarter. O'Neal over to Smith. Back to Neal. We're knotted at 35. Neal against Frazier. Drives it inside. Neal steps back, fakes the shot, and a foul. A foul call. I'm not going to lie. That guy didn't even hardly touch Neal. But a foul on. That's going to go against Frazier. His first, the team's second. So now Neal under the bucket will inbound. We're tied here in the second. Out to Smith. Guarded by Starcher. Shut that three off, so he gets it out. Neal for his second three. He got it to go. 8 points for Neal now. It's 38-35 Ashland. 1:40 to go in the second. McCreath is guarded by Hughes. Screen from Brown. And he's looking to get to Frazier. Not there. Back out to Cox. Cox is guarded by Neal. And Cox into the lane. Feeds it underneath to Frazier. Fakes the defense out and scores. A good bucket from Joel Frazier. As now Neal has it. It's a 1-point game. Ashland leading. Smith, top 1:16 to go in the second. Neal for the three. Missed it. Clark underneath against Starcher, and Starcher gets the rebound. He's going to take it against Neal. Starcher feeds it underneath to McCreath. He lays it in. And that's McCreath's first bucket as Bonner calls a timeout. This team has it's a 30-second. We'll keep it here, but this team has a lot of speed. That's the thing. They're getting back, and they're doing a really good job getting back. And that's the thing. Ashland hasn't encountered a team with this kind of speed yet, and that's what they're doing right now. But they're doing those run-outs are causing Ashland a lot of problems. They're getting two guys back and getting them quick. So they've been able to force a couple turnovers in that department, and Coach Bonner talking it over right now with that team. But right now for Ashland, as Smith had 11 points in the second quarter. However, they've shut him off here in the second. Meanwhile, for Expression Prep, Cox has 7, Brown has 10. Alex Starcher on the inside is leading the way with 15. So right now it's Ashland trailing by 1 here with 1:03 to go in the second. They led by double digits early. But again, they got a long way to go with basketball. As now Clark will inbound it to Neal. And Neal guarded by McCreath over to Smith. It's deflected out. Cox takes it away, drives inside, floater up, missed, rebounded, fought for, and an over the back called against Expression Prep. That's going to go against Cox. His first, the team's third. Neal inbounds it to Strader. Strader takes it, drives it, brings it back, and gives it to Neal. 39-38, Expression Prep leading with under a minute to go in the second. Neal drives in, his mid-range floater is good. Neal with 10. So now McCreath will run it up and be guarded by Neal. Gives it over to Frazier. Guarded by Strader. Frazier drives. Frazier turns around, jump shot up and off. Rebound by Strader. No, Cox comes out of there with it. He drives inside. Cox in the lane. Reverse lay and miss. Rebound by Hughes. Down court to Clark and loses a handle. Throws it up at the buzzer and misses it. He had to get it up quick, but so at halftime, it's 40-39 Ashland. We have some great athleticism on the court here today. We got an exciting one. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. It's halftime. Ashland leading 40-39. If you're just tuning in, the Tomcats started off on an 8-0 run as Justin Hughes would open it up with a three, as would Drew Smith. But Expression Prep would claw back. I mean, Ashland fought. They would build the lead to double digits, but it would be 24-17 at the end of one. And starting the second, Expression Prep would continue clawing with their athleticism and stuff. And they've got a good team. The Alex Starcher's led the way for them, and like I mentioned, Starcher at 6'5", and he's caused some problems on the inside, but they're getting up and down the court quick. And Starcher right now has 15. Mark Brown, another one who I mentioned, has a lot of athletic ability, but I'm curious what his wingspan is. He's listed at 6'3", and he has 10 points for him. He's gotten his hand in on a lot. Mitch Cox has 7. Frazier has 4. McCreath has 2. And West has 1. So that's for Expression Prep. Meanwhile, for the Tomcats, Smith had 11 points all in the first quarter, 3 threes. Neal had 10, and 8 of them in the second quarter. Hughes has 9. Caleb Clark has 8. The Strader with 2. Owens has been on the bench in foul trouble here early on, so it's been a tough one for Ashland, that not having his athleticism on the court, and you can feel the difference with him out there. We're going to take a break and come back about 7 minutes until the start of the second half. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Giovanni's Pizza. Fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Have you ever looked around and thought, someone should do something about that?
At United Way of the River Cities, we believe that someone is all of us. Every day, someone wakes up wondering where their next meal will come from. A parent worries about how to pay for childcare so they can keep their job. A teenager wonders if college is even an option for them.
That's where the United Way steps in. We don't just give people resources, we create opportunities. We bring together schools, businesses, nonprofits, and volunteers to create real pathways to economic mobility.
We help families stay healthy with access to food and medical care.
We build financial stability.
So if you've ever thought someone should do something, guess what? You are someone.
You can volunteer your time. You can give what you can.
Join us at the United Way of the River Cities.
We're not just talking about change. We're working together to create it.
Come be a part of the work. Visit UnitedWayRiverCities.org and let's get started.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
To 39 at halftime as Ashland leads Expression Prep by 1. We get ready to go into the second half, but just looking through some items. First off, I want to say congratulations to head coach Stacy Davis and to the women's basketball team at Ashland. A great run that they had in Tennessee, representing defeated Saudi Daisy on Thursday, December 18th by a score of 63-39. Defeated Mortimer Jordan of Morris, Alabama, 52-43 yesterday or Friday, and then yesterday defeated Notre Dame to Tennessee by a score of 61-45, and they're bringing home some gold for it. Big congratulations to the women's basketball team at Ashland, and congratulations to them and for all their success. The Kittens right now are sitting at 7-0. So Stacey Davis, who just picked up her 75th win for the Kittens, Ryan Bonner, who picked up his 75th win last night in this tournament, but again, a great run the Kittens have had, but as a whole. So big congratulations to them. Again, want to congratulate our wrestling team and the girls wrestling team, who finished first place in the Ashland Invitational Tournament. And so a good run for them. A lot of great things happening there under Butch Scarberry, who we honored for his birthday this weekend. Much appreciation to him for all he has done over the years, 25 years involvement in the wrestling program. So he's helped that movement grow and get a lot of students to turn out for it. We're going to take our last break. We have about 10 minutes to go, 3 minutes, until the start of the second half. It's 40-39 Ashland here at halftime. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve old-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together. Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Dashing through the streets on a bus with PTA, o'er the hills we go, laughing all the way. Kids on buses sing, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and save on PTA today. For more information on how to keep the jingle in your pocket, call 529-RIDE or 740-894-RIDE, and Merry Christmas from PTA to you and yours.
This Christmas season, there's only one place to shop for gifts that sparkle. It's Pollock's Jewelers, the name you know and trust. Pollock's is the longest-running dealer of everything Pandora, and we have the largest selection of natural and lab-grown diamonds for that perfect ring, a timeless watch, or stunning necklace. Our professional service and personal touch make every moment special. Visit Pollock's Jewelers, 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland. Give them a call, 606-324-3197. Pollock's Jewelers, making your holiday shine bright for over 150 years.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Getting ready to start the second half. Ashland going right to left. Expression Prep going left to right for the Tomcats. It's going to be Owens, Neal, Hughes, Clark, and Smith. For Expression Prep, it's going to be West, and it's going to be Kabongo, or let's see, McCreath in there, and he gets the missed shot, takes it down, and he's going to get fouled, so McCreath will go to the line. That's the thing. McCreath has a lot of athletic ability. He's 5'11", but he gets down that court in a hurry, and that crowd's going to go against Caleb Clark. That's going to be his first, the team's first. McCreath with 2 free throws coming up. He puts the first one up. That's going to be good. McCreath getting his hands in on everything. I have the Tomcats at 8 turnovers right now. We're knotted up at 40, 7:49 to go here in the third. One more coming up for McCreath. And his second shot, that one will rattle off. Rebound by Hughes. Gives it over to Neal. We're knotted at 40 here in the third. As Smith takes the three against Starcher and hits it. Smith with his fourth three has 14, 43-40 in the second half. As Cox gives it over to, screen as Ashland a man-to-man. Cox against Clark. Cox steps back and he sinks the three. Mitch Cox with 10. As now Smith will have it against Cox. Smith, the near side, gives it over to Neal, top of the key. He drives against McCreath, gives it back out to Hughes. Hughes over to Smith. He takes another three, and he missed it. Clark there to get the rebound. He drives in on Starcher, goes up, misses it, but got fouled. Just bounced off the rim there, and Clark's going to go to the line for 2 shots for the Tomcats. We're knotted at 43 with 7:03 to go here in the third.
Personal foul, team's first. At the line for the Tomcats, number 32, Caleb Clark.
So Clark, he's going to have 2 coming up. His first is off. Clark, a 65% free throw shooter on the year. This is the first time Ashland's been to the line today. Second shot coming up for Clark. And that one goes. Clark has 9. It's 44-43 Ashland. 7:03 to go in the second. Cox now, as he's going to be met by Smith. As Cox got Starcher coming up to set the screen, they switch Clark on him. Cox gives it out to McCreath. Guarded by Neal. They get it into Starcher. He loses a handle and a foul called against Ashland. And that's going to go against Caleb Clark. That's going to be Clark's second. 6:47 to go here in the third. It's 44-43 Ashland. And that's going to be McCreath on the under the bucket. Inbounding, he's looking, lobs it out. Cox has it from 25 feet out and misses. Rebound by Drew Smith, and he's fouled by Cox.
On the lines, number 0, Mitchell Cox, his second.
Cox gets his second foul, and Mark Brown will check in. Cox will go to the bench.
Mark Brown, he replaces Cox.
So now Hughes is man-to-man coming from Expression Prep. Ashland up 1 here early in the third. As Neal lobs it over to Smith, who gives it back to Neal, and McCreath nearly took it away, but Neal gives it inside. Clark lays it in for his 11th point. 46-43 Ashland, 6:29 to go in the third. McCreath, as Ashland dropping back into his zone, he gives it to Starcher. They feed it inside, turn it over. That's going to be Clark driving, down court. He picks up his dribble and gives it to Neal on the far wing. He drives in against McCreath, feeds it to Clark, who lays it in. Clark with 12, and Expression Prep calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll be back. It's 48-43 Ashland here, 6:11 in the third.
This Christmas season, there's only one place to shop for gifts that sparkle. It's Pollock's Jewelers, the name you know and trust. Pollock's is the longest-running dealer of everything Pandora, and we have the largest selection of natural and lab-grown diamonds for that perfect ring, a timeless watch, or stunning necklace. Our professional service and personal touch make every moment special. Visit Pollock's Jewelers, 913 Winchester Avenue in Ashland. Give them a call, 606-324-3197. Pollock's Jewelers, making your holiday shine bright for over 150 years.
This holiday season, Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe is the perfect place for gifting and gathering. Give the gift of deliciousness with gift cards from the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe. Buy $50 in gift cards and get $10 free. Buy $100 in gift cards and get $20 free. Planning a holiday party? Well, we've got you covered with 2 private spaces free to reserve. Call today to book your party at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe. The holidays are better at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe on the corner of Fun and 3rd Avenue in Huntington.
The Tomcats play here, 97.9 The River.
We're back. It's 48-43, 6:11 to go here in the third quarter. As Ashland is in the lead, with Mitchell Cox getting his second foul, he went to the bench. Ashland dropping into more of a 3-2 look now. As Frazier has it up top, he gives it to McCreath, top of the key. Hughes at the top of that zone for Ashland. Out to, and it's blocked by Elijah Owens. Just blocked the 3 from Caden West. Owens and that's what I mean about him being out in the first half. His athleticism, a real difference maker for the Tomcats. Ashland down a 2-3 as McCreath has it. He gives it to the elbow. Back out to Starcher. Misses a 3. Rebound Hughes. Neal the other way. He goes down court to Owens, who tips it up and in. Elijah Owens runs the court as Neal gets it down there. Owens catches it midair and lays it in. Ashland up 7, 5:30 to go in the third. We got a lot of basketball left, though, and this is a darn good Expression Prep team as McCreath has it against Smith. Ashland in a 2-3. He'll bring it out near the logo, over to the near side, and lob it across court to Starcher. Starcher lobs it back to McCreath, and over to Frazier, back to McCreath, and up to Frazier. Over to McCreath on the near side, and back up top to Frazier. Ashland up 7 with 5 minutes to go in the third. Starcher on the near side, gives it to Brown inside, out to the corner to West. His 3, this time it's good. Caden West, and now it's 50-46 Ashland. Smith against Brown the other way, puts it up and in. Smith with 16, it's 52-46 Tomcats. 4:43 to go in the third. Down to McCreath inside, back up to Brown, back to McCreath. Ashland now back to the 3-2 look as they give it over to Brown on the near side. West is open again, and he misses the 3 this time, and Smith will take it for Ashland. Ashland up 6 here in the third. Clark on the wing against Brown, drives to the bucket, and they call a foul on Brown. Good sportsmanship from Brown, too, helping him up. And again, Brown had good, I don't know about, okay, they're going to call it before the bat, but honestly, I thought Brown had pretty good position on that. So now, that's going to be number 0, Mitchell Cox, coming back in for Expression Prep. Him and Benny Kabongo in as Ashland throws it underneath to Clark. He misses a gimme, but Elijah Neal takes it out of there. He feeds it back underneath to Clark, and they're going to whistle blows. We'll see what the call is. That's going to be a blocking foul against Mitchell Cox, and that's going to be his 3rd, and that's a big call because that's their leading score at 19 a game. So West comes back in for Expression Prep. Out will go Cox. Ashland up 52-46 here, 4:16 to go in the third. It's line bounded to Clark in the post. Back to Neal, over to Smith, and he inside and missed the shot. Rebound Starcher. Ashland up 6 here, 4:05 to go in the third. Starcher at the top of the key, feeds it inside to McCreath, and he's going to hit it over Owens. Good shot from B.J. McCreath. They got it down there quick as now Neal has it. He's going to go past McCreath and West, go inside, lay it up, miss it, and that's going to be Kabongo who comes out of there with it. He goes against Smith. Kabongo feeds it to McCreath on the far corner, And it's taken away by Hughes. He lobbed it across the court. The Greethans, now they go to Smith for three. Misses it, but Owens there misses the tip dunk. And now Expression Prep has it. West in the near corner for three, and it's good. West with 2 threes. It's a 1-point game here in the third. 52-51 Ashland. Neal controlling it. He'll be guarded by Starcher in the man-to-man. Clark setting the screen. Neal going around, driving inside. Fakes the shot. He's cut off. Back out to Smith. He's going to take the three and miss it off the front of the rim, and the rebound goes to Frazier. He drives against Neal, stops, takes the jumper, and misses. Rebound, Elijah Neal, and he's fouled by, they call a foul on Frazier. That's going to be his second and the team's fifth, so that's going to send Ashland to the line. Ashland's playing a little bit lethargic right now, and that's the thing. Expression Prep, they have a lot of depth on their roster. Now, but Neal's going to go to the free throw line for two.
At the line for the Tomcats, number 3, Elijah Neal, shooting the penalty.
So Neal will have two coming up here in the third. We'll see and he's going to miss the first. Neal 23 of 32 on the season. But Ashland, I have it 1 for 3 from the line so far tonight. Usually a 67% free throw shooting team. Neal's second shot is going to be good. Neal with 11. It's 53-51 Ashland with 2:55 to go here in the third. Starcher against Clark. Tomcats will switch back to man-to-man. Mitchell Cox is checked back in. Starcher, screen from Cox, goes around. They switch Hughes on him. Starcher drives, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to be Hughes' second, the team's third. So Starcher will inbound for Expression Prep. He inbounds from under the bucket. Looking, Starcher feeds it underneath the Kabongo. It's deflected out by Strader, and it'll stay with Expression Prep. The Starcher looking. Starcher feeds it underneath. West has position, but he's blocked by Owens. And it goes back into the hands of Cox. He covers it and scores. Cox had it deflected out, but he hung on to it, and he scores. They're tied up at 53. Clark fakes the three against Starcher. Drives, goes up, misses a shot. Ashland is struggling right now from the field. Cox with it, gives it to West on the near corner. Starcher drives, goes up, and Expression Prep retakes the lead. They are on a 12-3 run right now as Starcher gets, I believe that's 17 for him. Neal drives inside, goes up, and misses the shot, but is fouled. I believe that's going to be on Castillo. We'll see that's going to send Neal back to the line. He went 1 for 2 earlier. But Ashland is forcing a lot of shots right now. Expression Prep doing a good job getting back defensively, too, as that's 55-53 Expression Prep right now. Neal's going to take and hit the first. He'll have one more coming up. Ashland up 55-54. On the court now for the Tomcats, it's Neal, Smith, Strader, Owens, and Clark. 1-point game. Neal's second shot is good. We're knotted up at 55 as Starcher runs the point. He's going to be guarded by Clark. And Starcher looking, finds Cox up top. He's guarded by Smith. And they switch Strader on him. 55 all here late in the third. Cox up to Castillo. He's guarded by Smith. They switch Strader on him. And over to Starcher on the near wing. He'll bring it back up top of the key. Starcher goes inside against Smith. Ball deflected out. Owens comes away with it. He drives inside, puts it up and in. And that's going to be basket interference against Expression Prep. Elijah Owens making the play defensively. And Ashland with a 2-point lead now, 57-55, 1:22 to go in the third. Frazier checking in for Expression Prep here in the third as now Cox has it up top. He's guarded by Smith. 1:19 to go in the third. Ashland up 2. Cox Ashland going full court here. Smith at the half-court line. He's going to bring it back up top. And he's going to try to drive. Cox gives it out to Frazier in the corner. And a timeout called by Coach Frazier. So we're going to take it with them. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours, too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
No down payment? No problem. Here at KFB, we make homeownership easy with our no down payment home loans. Whether you're buying your first home or ready for something new, KFB is here to guide you every step of the way. Apply today and take the first step towards your dream home with no money down. Restrictions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. KFB, the better bank, located at Ashland, Catlettsburg, Louisa, Summit, and Wheelersburg. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Ashland ahead 57-55, 1:03 to go here in the third quarter. As on the court for the Tomcats, it's going to be Neal, Smith, Owens, Clark, and Strader. For Expression Prep, it's going to be Frazier, Starcher, McCreath, West, and Brown, as Frazier will inbound it, the 8th grader, against Elijah Neal. And he looks, and gets it to Starcher on the near corner. Starcher will bring it back up top and give it to Mark Brown. Brown drives the lane against Strader, and they're going to call a foul on Strader. And that's going to send Brown to the line that's going to be the 4th foul on Ashland. That's Strader's 2nd foul. Ashland, no more fouls to give. Both teams being the bonus. 55 seconds to go in the third. As that's going to be inbounded underneath by McCreath. He lobs it up to Mark Brown up top as he's guarded by Clark. Brown screen coming from McCreath. Owens switches on him. Brown drives against Owens, puts it up, misses. Owens secures the rebound. He's going to drive, give it to Strader. He goes against Brown, lays it up and in. Jalen Strader, his 2nd bucket. Ashland up 4 on a 6-0 run here in the third. 32 seconds left in this quarter. As now that's going to be McCreath up top as against Smith. McCreath looking, gives it to Starcher on the far wing. He's going to drive against Clark, go up, and get the bucket and the foul. Starcher did a good job using his body for separation on that and was able to get the bucket. That's going to be the 3rd foul.
Count the basket for Starcher. He'll be at the line shooting 1.
There's one more coming up for Starcher. And that one's going to be good. So 59-58 Ashland. Starcher, I believe, has 20. Make sure it's fit as with 18 seconds to go in the third. Neal with the basketball and gets it to Owens. Owens against West, drives, feeds it underneath to Clark, who lays it in. Clark with 15. It's 61-58 Ashland. 5 seconds to go. McCreath at midcourt. Drives, takes the 3, but Smith might have gotten a piece of that, but that's going to do it for the third. It's 61-58. Ashland in the lead. We'll be right back here on 97.9 The River.
Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, all dinners served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Ashland Tomcat basketball action. on 97.9 The River.
We're back at 61-58. Ashland getting ready to start the fourth quarter, as now it's going to be on the court for the Tomcats. It's going to be Neal, Smith, Owens, Hughes, Clark, and Hughes, original starting five. For Expression Prep, it's going to be Cox, Starcher, that's Frazier, that's West, and McCreath out there. So they have the four of the starters, and Frazier, who off the bench. It's been Starcher doing the damage, as he has 20, and the Expression Prep will have the basketball starting out. As now Cox has it, he's going to get Smith. They drive as actually in a man-to-man. Cox will bring it back out, straight from Starcher. Hughes switches on, and they double this time into McCreath, out to West, and he's fouled by Owens. Yeah, tried to drive. Owens was just right in his path, and they collided. And that's going to be his third foul. So Owens was his first. Owens had 2 fouls early. He said they said it was his first. I thought that's his third. I'm going to Clark with 3 for Ashland. Starcher up top, gets it to the corner to McCreath, inside to Cox. Misses the shot, tips it, misses a tip. Ashland got a lucky there. Clark down the court, puts it up, misses it. Hughes gets the rebound, but Cox tries to take it away and can't quite hang on to it. Goes into the wall. Like the hustle, though, but Ashland hanging on to the basketball. Now Cox gets after it, averages 19 a game for Expression Prep, as now Neal will inbound it from underneath. From the officials discussing something. Oh, there we go. Neal will inbound it now. And he's going to get it in. He looks, and finds Smith in the near corner. He's going to bring it back up. Smith will drive. He's cut off, out to Clark. And he's guarded by Starcher. He'll bring it back. And direct traffic. Ashland up 3. Here's Owens, drives inside, behind the back to Clark. He goes up and misses a shot, but got fouled. And Starcher and Hughes help him up. That's going to go against Starcher. Second foul on Starcher. Got to like the sportsmanship, too, after that. See, helps him up. Clark to the line. He's going to have 2 shots coming up. Clark went 1 for 2 from there earlier. 61-58 Ashland, 7:06 to go in the fourth. Clark's going to sink the first. He's got 1 more coming. I'm telling you what, this Expression Prep team is as athletic a one as I've seen. Clark will have another one coming up. His second shot is good. So Clark now with 17. It's 63-58 Ashland, 7:06 to go. As number 11, Castillo, checking in for Expression Prep. Ashland full court press coming, man-to-man. It's inbounded, and Neal deflects it and dives into the bench. Can't quite handle it. It's going to be Expression Prep basketball here. As Castillo inbounding from the far corner. And looking against the press, he finds Starcher. Starcher gets it past midcourt and gets it to Frazier. Castillo drives inside, misses a wide open layup. Owens the other way, 2 wide open. Neal for 3, got it! Elijah Neal, Ashland at 66-58, 6:50 to go here in the fourth. Frazier, Tomcats on a 13-3 run since they trailed 55-53. As Smith nearly stole it, Cox drives up for 3. It's off and rebound by Owens. And it's taken away by Castillo. He feeds it inside to Cox. He goes up, misses the shot, and got fouled. Hughes and West over there to help him up, as now that's going to be Hughes' second, or his. See, I got that Hughes' third foul, because they're showing the second on the board. So Hughes, Clark, and Owens all at 3 right now for the Tomcats. Cox is going to get 2 free throws. I believe Cox, if I'm correct, around an 80% free throw shooter. He's going to hit the first. Cox has 1 more. Yeah, Expression Prep opening up some new facilities for their team. Coach Stacey Shannon out there. Had plenty of interactions with him. He's sure done a great job out there with their post-grad. As Cox misses a second, gets the rebound, goes up and scores. And it's 66-61 Ashland. Owens the other way, throws it down. Are you kidding me? Elijah Owens with the jam. 68-61 Ashland. Wow. Cox into Starcher, deflected out by Neal, and it's going to stay with Expression Prep. Intensity picking up here in the fourth. It's Ashland up 7 right now. 6:08 to go. This one has been a dandy as Mark Brown checks in, and out will go Frazier. So Expression Prep going with length right now. And Cox will inbound from the near corner. He's looking. And timeout called by Expression Prep. 30 seconds. We'll take it with them. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text? Online loan payments? Even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven Flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
It's inbounded. Clark deflects it back into the hands of Cox, who lays it in. Neal the other way, and he drives all the way and scores. 70-63 Ashland. It's a fast one here. Cox into the lane, goes up, misses the shot as Neal gets the rebound. Down court to Hughes. He feeds Owens on the run and misses the dunk. Clark gets the rebound, and he puts it in. Ashland up 9 here in the fourth. Castillo against Clark, brings it back on the far side, gives it up to Cox. To Starcher at the top of the key, over to West in the corner. His strip pulls off. Rebound tipped up and into the hands of Clark. He's bringing it down court, over to Smith for the three. Off. Rebound by Smith, though. He goes up and scores. Ashland with an 11-point lead now. 5:11 to go in the fourth. A 21-8 run right now for the Tomcats. Brown against Neal. And I'll tell you what, this Expression Prep team is darn good. As Brown drives inside against Neal, gives it up to Castillo. And it's deflected out. Owens the other way. 1-on-none and lays it in. Owens with 8, 76-63 Ashland here with 4:45 to go in the fourth. Castillo the other way with the basketball. Ashland in a man-to-man. He gives it back to Cox and screen from West. As Cox, heavily pressured by Neal, breaks it back, breaks the count. Screen from Starcher. They switch Hughes on to Cox. He gives it out. Castillo open for three, and it bounces, rolls off, and rattles in. Castillo with his first bucket. It's 76-66 Ashland here at midway through the fourth. Neal against Castillo. And the whistle blows. I'm not sure. They're calling Neal. A sideline warning against Ashland. That's the thing. And this one official just is making, giving it back to Expression Prep. Or no, he's going to give it back to Ashland, but as Strader checks in. But again, this one official just, I can't make a rationale. And now he just called Castillo from Expression Prep for, I don't know what else to say. That's a bad call. Castillo, I don't think he fouled Neal on that at all. But, both ways it's been. I just can't get the rationale. I don't know what else to say. Ashland up 10 here, 4:08 to go in the fourth. As Neal has it against Castillo. And fakes the pass, goes up and scores. 78-66 Ashland here 3:55 to go in the fourth. As now that's going to be McCreath against Neal. And double screen coming. McCreath goes around. Strader gives it over to Starcher in the near corner. Bobs it cross court to Cox, who's open for three, and that one rattles up, and Hughes gets the rebound to Neal. He's going to run it. He's going to take the three and connect. Neal with his fourth three-pointer. He had one coming into tonight. Ashland up 81-66 with 3:25 to go in the fourth. Castillo, and he's fouled by Neal. And that was a definite foul, no doubt. I know officiating's a hard job, and I have a lot of empathy for these guys. But one of them in particular has just not been good either way. As now that's going to be Starcher inbounding from the near side. And that's not a service to either of these teams, as Starcher will inbound against Hughes. He's looking, and he finds Brown. Ashland up 81-66, 3:20 to go here in the fourth. Screen from Starcher. Brown goes around, and it's deflected out of bounds by Hughes. I feel like Ashland's intensity has picked up here in this fourth quarter even more so. It was already an intense game as it was. As number 3, West, checking back in for Expression Prep. And it's Neal leading the way for Ashland. 21 right now I have him at. Oh, Starcher on the near corner, looking, and he lobs it up top to Frazier. He goes against Clark. They switch off of him. Neal deflects it out, and Neal fouls him. That's going to be Neal's third.
His third personal, team's fourth.
So Cox will inbound from under the bucket. Ashland team right now 3 from the fourth. And Cox looking against the man-to-man, gets it into Frazier. And he's going to bring it back out. Frazier against Owens. It's stripped out, and a foul called on Owens. That's going to be his fourth. So he'll have to be careful after 2:57 to go here in this one, as that's the team's fifth. That's going to send... that should send Expression Prep to the line. A double bonus coming up. I think they're having some problems with the scoreboard here, because I'm comparing that to what I have in my notes. As now Frazier will shoot the penalty. He's got 2 coming up. So Frazier, the 8th grader, he will take the first shot, and that one's going to rattle off. One more coming up. Jalen Strader checking back in for Ashland. Out will go Owens. And the second shot for Frazier. It's up, and that one's good. 5 for 8 from the free throw line is Expression Prep. Clark, he's met by Frazier, gives it over to Neal. And Neal, and he'll get fouled by McCreath.
Expression Prep's number 21, B.J. McCreath, his first personal foul, team's third.
That'll be his first, the team's third. Neal will inbound. As now they're in a man-to-man. Neal from the far side gets it into Hughes and back to Neal. He's going to drive, bring it back out, and give it to Strader near the mid-court line. And over to Neal. Ashland up 14, 2:38 to go in this one. Neal over to Smith. As Ashland now running their clock control offense. He'll drive it inside, give it to Hughes in the near corner, and back up top to Strader. Strader against West. Driving inside, gives it to Neal at midcourt. Or Smith at midcourt. He's guarded by Frazier. He drives in, gets the bucket and the foul. Smith will get a chance for the old-fashioned 3, as he has 17 now. That's going to go against Frazier, his third, his team's fourth. So Smith will get one more coming up. He got it. Smith, his 8th free throw of the year, he's connected on. Ashland as a whole 7 for 9 from the line tonight. as Clark will come out, and back in will come Owens. 84-67 Tomcats, just over 2 minutes to go. McCreath down court to Brown. He goes inside on Owens, misses a shot, gets his own rebound, puts it up. Owens blocks it, and it's going to stay with Expression Prep. 84-67 Ashland, 2:06 to go here in the fourth. As Starcher from underneath lobs it up top to Frazier. He's going to take it against Strader. And Frazier drives inside, goes to Cox. He feeds it underneath. McCreath puts it up and in. McCreath with 7. It's 84-69 Ashland. Here, 1:48 to go in the fourth. As they're pressing, Strader double teamed out to Smith. Crosses the midcourt line. Passy gets it over to Neal. And back to Smith. Smith guarded by Cox, loses a handle, but Owens recovers, and he's doubled. As Coach Bonner calls a timeout, and they're going to give it to him. So 1:32 to go. Tomcats ahead 84-69. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Tomcats up 84-69, 1:32 to go. It's thrown in wide open to Owens. He lays it in. He has 10 now, as Cox will take it up for Expression Prep. And it's deflected out, taken away by Smith. 15 turnovers the Tomcats have forced. Strader near midcourt, double teamed, lobs it across court to Smith. Neal inside to a wide open Hughes, lays it in and gets fouled. 88-69. Ashland ahead with 1:10 to go in this one. Ashland, since trailing, that's going to be Cox's fourth foul, but team's fifth foul is Expression Prep now. That's going to be a new lineup coming in. That's going to be Castillo, a bongo. That's going to be Dylan Burke, the 5'8 sophomore. Mike Tate, the 6'8 freshman. And that's going to be Peyton Cox, the 6'1 freshman. I saw Peyton Cox play at the younger level, too. He's pretty good. As now Hughes will have one more coming up for the Tomcats. It's actually his first trip to the free throw line this year. He misses that. Hard to believe. So Ashland up 19 as Kabongo loses it off his foot. That'll give it back to Ashland. 1:04 to go. Ashland on a 35-14 run since they trailed 55-53 in the third quarter. Strader up top. Nearly loses the handle. He's doubled and lobs it to Smith, who goes past the midcourt line. Back to Strader. He drives, gets it out to Lynch in the corner. His three's good. River Lynch, his first bucket. It's 91-69 Ashland. Here 46 seconds to go, and Lynch nearly took it away, and he did. He deflected it off. I thought he lost the handle, but apparently he deflected it off Burko, as now that's going to be Kanisica checking in. Adita Kanisica, VJ Ganisia checking in, as now he gets it up to Lynch. And he's number 22. I've got him at 33 on my roster. Owens drives in, feeds it out. Lynch fakes the three, gives it out to Smith. And Smith going to drive, feed it out to Owens. He goes in and tries the jam and tried to dunk over the big guy and got fouled in the process. And that's going to go against Tate. His first, the team's 6. That's going to send Owens to the line for 2. So Owens has hit 4 of his 7 free throw attempts so far this year. And he's got 2 coming up. Owens with 10 so far tonight. And that one bounces up and in. So Owens now 5 for 8 on the year. Number 1, Caleb Conway coming in, the senior for Ashland. Out will go Drew Smith, probably for the final time tonight. As now Owens will have 1 more coming up. And that one's going to sink. It's 93-69 Ashland. This floors me. As now Castillo against Strader. Lobs it into Gray. And he got help from behind. And that might be it for Owens. That's on Owens or Conway. They're going to call it on Conway.
His first personal foul. At the line for Expression Prep, number 50.
So now Mike Tate will go to the free throw line. He's got 2 coming up. The 6'8 freshman, he's well built too. He looks like a tight end in the NFL. And he's got a broad build. He hits the first. And the second shot coming up. And that one's going to bounce off. And a foul called against Peyton Cox.
Foul is on Ashland's.
Or no, that's going to go, against Conway. That's going to be his second. My mistake. Conway, the team's. So that's going to send Expression Prep should have free throws coming up. That is. Going to send Cox to the line. I commend the teams for their sportsmanship, too, tonight. In all this intense game, but they're doing a great job, both of them, on that front. Cox is going to miss the first. Peyton Cox, the 6'1 freshman, has another one coming up. And that one will be off. Rebound will go to Strader. It's deflected out. Or no, that's going to stay with Expression Prep. So they'll have it with 14.8 to go. Ashland up 23 as they go into Gray against Conway. It's deflected out. Conway takes it over to Owens, and that's going to do it. Owens is going to bring it out. And Castillo deflects it, but it goes back into Owens' hands at 1, and that's going to do it. So your final score, Ashland with an impressive victory, a second-half surge, sending them to a 93-70 win. We're going to take a break and come back here on 97.9 The River.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland. Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back here on 97.9 The River, and Ashland picking up a 93-70 win over Expression Prep of Huntington to advance to the final of the Pikeville Invitational Tournament. So Tomcats, that's the thing. That was a darn good team on the field for Expression Prep on the court. They were so athletic, running up and down, and they shot the ball well. Mitchell Cox, a very tough player, which we've seen Cox before, and no doubt he continues to improve, and certainly cheering for him to continue to succeed. But the Tomcats here, we'll go through some numbers. First off, Alex Starcher, who had a big game for him, but I noticed he tended in the second half. He had a couple early in the third, but I noticed they did a lot better on him late in the game, it seems like. He had finished the game with 20, while Mitchell Cox had 15. Caden West would have 9 for them. Mark Brown would have 10. B.J. McCreath would have 7. Frazier would have 5. Tate would finish with 1. They had, from the line, they were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They shot pretty good. 11 to 16. Decent. When I go back and look at it, it's so different from what I thought. 11 to 16 from the free throw line. Ashland shot, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of 10 in that department. So the Tomcats are shot pretty good tonight from the line. The turnovers, I had Ashland at 12. I had them at 15. Expression Prep, but for Ashland, looking at the scoring, it was Elijah Neal who had 1 3-pointer coming in, and he finished with 4 tonight. So he finished with 23 for the Tomcats. Hughes finished with 11, especially in the first quarter. He had 7 of that then, where he was very aggressive in that first quarter. Drew Smith would finish with 21. Caleb Clark would finish with 19. Owens finished with 12. Strader with 4. Lynch with 3. And the Tomcats pick up a 93-70 win over Expression Prep. They will play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. They will play the winner of Expression Prep and the winner of Pikeville and Pendleton County, which they are down on the court warming up right now. So that will be the next part coming in. So the Expression Prep will play at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. They will play the team that loses this game, and they will have the opportunity in the consolation bracket to play for 3rd place. We're going to take a break here shortly. We're going to have Coach Bonner coming on. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
You just can't stop once you've tried Scraggle Pop. Scraggle Pop kettle corn has become a favorite snack throughout the tri-state area, and they are now expanding beyond. This Christmas season, come visit Scraggle Pop at the Huntington Mall or get it from Food Fair and a number of great tri-state retailers. They have an assortment of delicious flavors like cinnamon, caramel, Chicago blend, and of course the original blend of kettle corn that started it all. Grab your favorite kettle corn blend along with frozen sweet tea, lemonade, or hot apple cider. Take home a beautiful Christmas tin for yourself or as a gift for family and friends. Scraggle Pop also offers many sports team tins for the sports fan in your life. So check them out today at the Huntington Mall. Scraggle Pop now ships nationwide. Visit their website at scragglepop.com to send your loved ones a tin of their favorite flavor. You just can't stop once you've tried Scraggle Pop. scragglepop.com.
Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been providing accounting, tax, and attest services for the tri-state community and across the United States. Since 1951, individuals, medical practices, attorneys, corporations, Main Street businesses, local schools, and governments have relied on us for expert advice, tax preparation, and attest services. With offices in Ashland and Cincinnati, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby are here for your accounting and tax needs. For over 70 years, Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby has been there for businesses in our community. They're here for yours, too. Call them and let Kelly Galloway Smith Goolsby provide for the future of your business.
Hey Tomcats fans, with spring just around the corner, Ashland Milling Company is your one-stop shop for everything you need. For your yard, they offer 50-pound bags of weed and feed for only $39.95 and 50-pound bags of crabgrass preventer for $34.95. And don't forget about your garden. Ashland Milling boasts the largest selection of bulk garden seeds in the tri-state. Ashland Milling Company would like to say thanks for letting them serve you for over 150 years. Go Tomcats!
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats!
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Metro Community Federal Credit Union now brings you all the tech that big banks have, but still has that personal touch of a member-owned community credit union. Apple Pay? Got it. Digital wallet? Yep. Message pay by text, online loan payments, even chatting with a real person, not a bot. Open accounts, sign documents, and manage your money all online. It's the big bank tech you need from the local community-minded credit union you trust. Metro Community FCU. Visit metrocommunityfcu.com today.
2025 has been a challenging year. Our customers have dealt with a severe inflation in the food industry, and we understand that, and we have reacted to that with the onset of our new Food Club label and our Craven flavor labels. You have many opportunities of where to spend your food dollar, and we just consider it an absolute privilege when you choose to spend it with us. To all the members of the Food Fair family, customers, employees, we would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and Happy New Year.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Tomcats pick up a 93-70 win over Huntington Expression Prep to advance to tomorrow night, the championship game of the Pikeville Invitational Tournament. which will be played at 7 o'clock. And I'm with Ashland head coach Ryan Bonner. And, Coach, man, it was 55-53. Expression Prep leading in the second half. Ashland would finish the game on a 40-15 run.
Yeah, we and the message at halftime was pretty simple. It wasn't our offense. I thought it was our defensive integrity. We were lacking some discipline, some communication, and it really took us to the fourth quarter to kind of get figured out. And there in the third, we gave them some different looks just to try to jam them up. We played a couple different zones, and that helped. But when our guys really decided to sit down and get stops, we got 3 kills in the fourth quarter, and I think that allowed us to really make our final run. But when this team plays like that defensively for 4 quarters, that's where we got to grow, in my opinion, and that's where I think we can go from good to great. When we can play 4 quarters of that kind of defense, I mean, that's scary to think about, because we've got offensive firepower, 1 through 5. We got guys that can score. So if we're getting consecutive stops on the other end and we're getting our run game going, then it's really difficult to catch a lead on us. And I think that's when we make our biggest runs.
Yeah, I think because it felt like in the third we started to shoot out. We got up 50-43. And, of course, they went on a great run. They went on a 12-3 run themselves. But it seemed like for some time we were just playing just out of rhythm, going down, one quick shot, and then defensively. And then when we settled down, it just seemed we still played aggressive. And I felt like in ways defensively, like you mentioned, the intensity almost seemed to pick up in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that was the difference. And I thought Elijah Neal, his performance late in that game, I felt like our team kind of took on his spirit kind of late in that game and rallied around him. And then you had that electrifying dunk that Elijah Owens had, and that ignited us to a whole nother level. And for this group, sometimes it only takes a couple of plays, a couple of inspirational plays to really to get them charged up and get them going. And it's not going to be easy night in, night out. And I'll give Expression Prep credit. They played incredibly hard. I felt like in the first half they played harder than us. I had to juice a 30-second timeout there early in the first half, just for the simple fact that I thought that they were outplaying us. And that doesn't really happen very often with this bunch. And I felt like they took that personally.
Yeah, they came in, and they have such athleticism. It's not very often it felt like up and down the court, but they got 2 guys back, no problem at times, and they were able to deny a run. They trailed 8-0 and then came back, and before you know it, they got the lead.
Yeah, they're a good team. They've got veterans, they've got size, they've got athleticism. They do a really good job of pressuring, especially in the half court, which I thought we struggled with a little bit in the first half. Thought we turned the ball over a little bit too much in the first half, but we were able to pick on some matchup, and I think the best offense for us tonight was 2 things: our transition, off getting stops and deflections, and then when we got in the half court, we just spaced it in attack, and really, quite frankly, that's been our MO all season long thus far. We just kind of find the right matchups and we go to work, and our guys are unselfish enough to understand when it's time for them to get out of the way. They need to get out of the way and let somebody else make the play.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Hughes. He came in the game and was quite aggressive early on. He had 7 points in the first quarter, and he let him know. I mean, he made his net. I felt like he came in very confident early on.
Yeah, and I think Justin is the X factor for us. We're going to need him night in and night out in order to be successful. And there's going to be nights where because of matchups and our personnel, he might get the other team's third best defender. So him understanding now in December that, hey, I got to be aggressive, I got to attack my matchup, but that's going to pay dividends for us in the long run. And those are conversations that he and I have had. With his his ability to handle it, his ability to get to the rim, his athleticism. It's a scary combination, and we need to take advantage of that as often as we can.
Tomorrow night, championship game, and it's going to be tough no matter who it is.
Yeah, third game, third night. Our guys are tired, but so's the other team going to be just as tired as we are. I'm really excited that our guys have the opportunity to play for a championship this early in the season. And, we're going to stick around and go out to eat. We're going to stick around and watch this game, make sure we take some really good notes and have a body of work to take back to the hotel room to get our guys prepared for tomorrow.
Awesome. Coach Bonner, we appreciate you. We'll have a little on here shortly. The birthday boy as well as getting started. Big tonight as I'm with Elijah Neal at 23 points. And Luke Mays here with me. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Luke. Luke pointing out that it's Elijah Neal's birthday. And Elijah, first off, coming in tonight, you have 1 3-pointer, that awesome half-court heat yesterday, and it just felt like you got into a rhythm. You hit 4 of them tonight, and you just took charge of the second half.
Yeah, I've been in kind of a slump, but it was good to see it fall to the net for once, and once I caught my rhythm, I knew I was going to make it from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you had defensively, what was going through your mind, especially when you know Expression Prep, they're a very good team, they're tough, and they go on a 12-3 run, they take a 55-53 lead. What was running through your mind?
We were kind of playing a little bit lazy, like they're outworking us, so we wanted to put the pressure up a little bit and just play defense and get kills 3 stops in a row, and we ended up getting 3 in the fourth quarter, and that's what won us the game.
Yeah, and tomorrow night coming up, you got the championship, and like I told Bonner, we're going to have a tough opponent, whether it's Pendleton County or Pikeville. What are your thoughts on the team after the day? A big, ready win over maybe the best opponent we've seen all year, possibly.
It was a great win. We put up 90, so that's always good, but we got to get back, hydrate, and it's going to be a tough one tomorrow, so we got to be ready to play.
Awesome. Well, Elijah, happy birthday, and thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you.
As the Tomcats win tonight, 93-70 over Expression Prep, and Elijah and Luke Mays with me, and we want to say thank you all for tuning in tonight, and a good win for Ashland. And we want to say thank you, God bless, and good night, everybody. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, the championship game of the Pikeville Invitational Tournament here on 97.9 The River.